On medicine, what do you mean?
See, as far as alternative system of medicine is concerned, especially Ayurveda, we are more on preventive side. It is always wise not to get sick instead of getting sick and then being treated. Once a person got cancer, yes, he can go to a medical doctor for all the tests and can treat accordingly. But the question is why these days these things are happening so fast? Because problem is, if you see, recently people are using the word free radicals a lot because we say it ama, the toxins in the blood. The kind of diet people taking, the way people are leading their life, the level of toxins keep increasing in their body. The food stuff and all that. So if the body is not that clean, that free from toxins, if their digestion, their excretion, their sleep and breathing is not in tune, that is where disorder starts. If you go 100 years back, 150 years back, because I've been from villages, I saw people 100 years old, over 100 years, they have never seen the face of a doctor. So what is missing? I am very much for modern medicines. It's very important as far as infections are concerned or certain accidental injuries are concerned. But these days people are getting sick because they're not sleeping well. They are all the time they are stressed. So unless we address that particular thing, we cannot reduce the dependency on the medicines.
But by medicine, you're only talking about Western medicine or even the plants and the herbs that natural medicine uses?
See, yeah, when I talk about medicine, it's not only the English medicines I'm talking about.
Sure.
It is natural medicines. Apart from natural medicine, it's very important to know about our diet, our lifestyle, how we sleep, and to know about our biological clock.
Okay, talk to me about how Ayurvedic works.
Ayurveda, it's a medical science from India. It means science of life. It means science of longevity. So when we talk about health, we don't mean that just the absence of disease is health. For us, health is much more than that. If a person is feeling low, stressed all the time, even if medically he is fit, for us he is not fit because there is no quality in life. And these days, the thing that is missing most is the quality of life. People might go to a gym and they can be like a strong, but they are stressed most of the time.
So you are a big proponent of meditation. How does meditation fit into Ayurveda?
Older days, most of the disorders, they were of physiological nature. These days, most of the disorder starts from their sleep because people got so much in their head, they got so much of conflict, so much of things to deal with, that's what they call stress. That is where they are not having quality sleep. Quality of sleep has reduced tremendously in recent years. So that's why people, when they wake up in the morning, they feel tired, they feel exhausted. So ideally in the morning, we should feel rejuvenated and fresh. That thing is missing. That is where the meditation comes in.
Okay.
Meditation is a way to induce a balance, a harmony in the body, to make a person so that he is in tune with himself or herself. That will improve sleep. If sleep is improved, half of the problems will go.
So we must all just go to sleep and we'll be healthy.
See, again, quality of sleep is important, not the hours, what people think. People
so I can sleep 5 hours and have good quality, or sleep 10 and have...
Exactly. That is where the yoga comes. In Eastern countries, there are yogis. They hardly sleep in the night 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. But they're so fresh, vibrant, rejuvenated. Because if they go 3 hours, 4, 5 hours sleeps, they are well in tune with themselves. Nothing is happening. That's what we call it dreamless state of mind.
Nogulinda, do you sleep well?
Oh my gosh, yes, I do.
So after you responded to the
All
calling?
my life.
What do you think about what Vijay is saying?
I agree very much with what Vijay says, and I think it's important to understand, the destructive nature of our contemporary society. And it's not just a matter of, like you said, to not be sick that is, that causes quality of life. It is the quality of our health and the quality of our lives. That's what's important.
So health is not the absence of illness, like you said.
Illness, yeah.
I spoke to Nogulinda about the efficacy and the standards to which we must hold traditional medicine. What are your thoughts on that? Because there may be a lot of skeptics who are watching us tonight and saying there's no science to this.
See, as far as when we use the word science, 100 years back or 200 years back, if I would have explained to somebody how the cell phone works, he would have told me the same thing, that science can't prove it. What science cannot prove does not necessarily mean that that is not true. Maybe after 100 years, they are able to explain or prove that. So tools, what the science got today, may not be enough to prove that
I
thing.
take your point, but then how do we, lay people, distinguish between the bogus healer and the authentic one?
Yeah. Before that, first thing I would like to make a point. Alternative system, when I'm using Ayurveda, is not a competitor to a medical science. Medical science is beautiful. But where we are going to work is that it complements that thing. Because we can reduce the burden on the medical science by preventing disorders. And when you talk about the bogus healer or the authentic one, there is no as such criteria for that. But fortunately for Ayurveda, we have been regulated, and ours is a university degree.
Do you think regulation is important? If you deal with people's lives.
Regulation is important. It's very important. But it has to be dealt with certain sensitivity. The moment we use the word regulation and we try to make it everything too scientific, too modern, sometimes too Western, sometimes we kill the very soul.
True.
Soul. So soul must be there. Like, it mustn't be